Breeze now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. And a very good offensive unit here. One of the reasons they're so good is running back Mark Ingram.
Took a little while for him to find his footing when he got into the league, but the former Heisman Trophy winner has it now and has really upped his pass receiving potential. A nice player.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. For Ingram, he topped the 1,000-yard mark this year for the first time in his 6-year career.
Didn't he just come out of Alabama last year?
That's what it feels like, right?
I mean,
hard
it's
to
amazing.
believe 6 seasons he's had.
Won a Heisman Trophy there, finally over 1,000 yards as a pro, and he increased his number of long runs, becoming a much better ball carrier into the secondary.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Breeze now to throw. This is caught. It's close. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And this last year, right around mid-season, it's kind of when Michael Thomas emerged as Drew Brees' favorite target. And he finished leading all rookies, 92 catches, over 1,100 yards.
And one of the things I remember most about learning about Michael Thomas last season when I did a Saints game was finding out how much winning meant to him. Multiple teammates talked about after a loss, how upset he was, how much he put into practice getting ready for the next week, and how much he was looking at other guys and wondering, do you care as much as I do? And that's a really big deal for a rookie receiver, and he translated it into action the rest of the year.
And he'll go right back to Thomas, complete again. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Breeze to throw again. He's got time in the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Brandon Coleman was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
0-2.
Again, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sterling Moore. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They run. It's Mark Ingram. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Here's Breeze. He's got time. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Second down, Winston. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. They come out here in the eye. They give to Martin, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? That's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Breeze throwing on second down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And you would have to think an obvious passing situation here on 3rd and 9. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
This is taken at the 18. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. In motion goes Huff. A first down throw for Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Haoli Kikaha in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Breeze now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, 3 that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all 3 could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams. They get the young quarterback going, and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O. Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see.
Ready. 5.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Finding time. It's complete to Flater. That goes for a gain of 31.
If post pattern is often equated as a change-up route, how about when you throw it to your big guy down the center of the field? Covered or not, you have great confidence he's going to come down with the football. And when he does, as we just saw, long gains often result.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play? For a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Now Breeze. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Kill.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. It's complete. Flater, right side. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Back to the running game. It's Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Breeze. Surveying the field. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tim Hightower, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Fresh set of downs here. Winston now to throw on first down. Evans has it left side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Winston. He finds Humphreys. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always some...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 5. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Stephon Anthony in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. Jameis to throw it. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And he's got Snead. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They toss to Ingram. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Ready. We're waiting.
Now a man who sat out 3 seasons. This is Tim Hightower. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Breeze. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Now Hightower. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Hey, 4 down. Ready, 2, go. Check 52.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And a solid run down inside the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Ingram again. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.